Yo. TJD posterized Wemby, dog. Oh my god, that was sick. That was sick. What was all the panic about?
People
Wow.
ridiculous, man.
Man's moving nervy, dog. Come on, man. Stop moving nervy.
Steph soon forward, dog. Steph soon forward, dog.
Bro, what did I tell you, man? Like, just fucking play the right dudes, man. Let's stop with the fuckery, dog.
A whole heap of fuckery. Remember me tell
Everybody's
you.
gonna get to play, man. We don't need to fucking brainstorm this shit. Clay Thompson, 21 points tonight. He took 21 shots. Chris Paul, 19. 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Chris Paul, 19 points, nine
Get him off our
rebounds,
team. Put him in
eight
trading
assists.
team.
Chris Paul, 19, 9, 8 assists, plus 8. Andrew Wiggins, 16 points, 8 shots. Now, let me tell you how many dudes shot more shots than Andrew Wiggins. One, two, three, four dudes shot more shots than Andrew Wiggins. Tonight, we lost the rebounding battle again to the Spurs, but it didn't matter because guess what? We didn't have them shoot a shitload of threes against us. So they shot 14, so we held them down a little bit,
I gotta say,
but it wasn't that nonsense from the other night.
I gotta say, as he's on my team, bro, watching Chris Paul.
B, why can't I hear you? Is B talking?
Yeah, his mic's fucked. I don't know what's wrong with it.
B, what is up with your mic, bro?
Go down and come back.
Yeah, that's cooked. Even on Twitter, it's cooked as well? Damn. This is the shit, bro. This is the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not
Hell
gonna lie.
yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie, Space. I was just about to say what you just said. All the threes that they had the other day, that shit was locked.
Yeah, bro. So they started off hot. You know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
started off from the 3 point line hot. And then you just saw how they just kind of made the adjustment and they took it away. Also, they didn't shoot all those fucking free throws that they shot the other night. That was the other thing, bro.
I will say, bro, the overhelping. I mean, it was less today, but it's still like a problem. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why they still have this tendency. Even when a guy is like shut down in the corner, like the play that we seen when Champagne got a wide open three at the top of
Yeah.
the key, Draymond goes and helps Pods when he didn't really need it. I mean, Sohan is not. I mean, he could be, but you don't need to overhelp that. Then you have a guy that's been hitting threes against us. I have
Yeah.
two wide open threes. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry. I'm just here to say that TJD is a dog. That brother's a dog. That's the guy who
Nah,
was gonna did not play for Looney, bro. My God.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit was
Looney.
crazy.
Hey, um, if that were Looney, bro, Wemby is blocking that shot into China. You know what I'm saying?
Looney not even getting you. When the last time you
Like
see
back in the
Looney
day,
move
like
like
on
that,
those
bro?
cartoons, they would dig and dig and dig and dig and dig, and then the next thing you know, they're in China. Wemby would have blocked that shot so hard, that ball would have ended up in China, bro. That's what would have happened. This man just dunked over fucking the alien, bro. We dunk over aliens. Good lord. I don't think I've
Looney.
seen
When
that
the
all
last time you
season,
see Looney move like that? Forget the block. When the last time you see Looney move like that, bro? Never.
bro.
Never.
So see, bro, Pods can have you know what I'm saying? Like Pods had a good game tonight. He had an amazing game actually. So he had 14, 8, and 4. You know? That's pretty decent. 8 rebounds. But Chris Paul, man, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 19 points. Chris Paul just did his thing, bro. Just carved him up from the mid range. Carved him up from the mid range.
I know Jim out there, wherever you are, Jim. I know you happy, man, and I'm happy for you, bro. You knew. You knew already. You knew.
Come on, man. I've been saying this, bro. Shout out. Shout out to TJD, man. What a game. 13 points, 11
Bro,
rebounds,
we
5
needed this
assists.
win, man. We needed this
Come
win for
on,
the
bro.
spirit, man. For the spirits of the team, for the spirit of the fan base. We needed this win.
Yeah, man.
First quarter was rough, but after that point forward, it was a wire to wire win.
So, Dre,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question.
But
You know,
it's
like
not
when
water
Steph
yet,
gets
baby.
hurt?
We won tonight, regardless. We won.
We want tonight. That's all that matters. Go Golden State Warriors!
brother, why?
Hell yeah, Warriors!
Hey, Jasmine, what are you eating? So so
All right, we go.
I
I'm
lost
still,
my train of thought. Here's what I was gonna say, Dre.
dude.
I was gonna say
I'm still
that.
in live watch mode right now. Like I don't. You can tell.
Yo, so
You
I
have
can
the clip
tell,
of
right?
that, don't
Where
you? You have the clip of the TJD dunk, don't you, Dre?
Yes, the clip of the TJ. Yeah, retweet the shit. It's in the jumbotron. Retweet that shit. But hey, I'm still in live watch mode right now, bro. Like my voice is gone half damn near. I'm like fucking locked in because, dude, the defense, bro. Trace gotta fucking play, dude. I mean, I've been saying he needs to play all year, but
Bro,
these are games where you earn minutes. Like, forget like. You play more. I'm talking about you earn an extra 5 to 10 minutes slapped, slapped onto your current 20 minutes. Slapped, slapped
I'm not
your
gonna lie,
current
bro.
20 minutes. You got to slap
Those
that.
last
Give him
those
30
last
minutes,
five
bro.
minutes, bro.
30
Those
minutes.
last
You got
five
to play 30
minutes were
minutes a night.
beautiful,
30. 30
bro.
minutes a night.
Those yo Dre, that last 5 minutes of defense from TJD, beautiful. Everything at the rim was nothing. There was nothing at the rim. He was altering shots, blocking shots. He couldn't do shit at the rim. I do got a question for you guys though, for because I know I don't know what his status is, but I will say, do you guys think Steph plays Wednesday or he's gonna wait till Saturday?
I think he comes back Wednesday. That's just me,
I
though.
think I
I
was
could be
gonna
wrong.
say I think so too because we need these wins. These are
Wednesday
wins that
versus the Mavs.
yes,
But where's he gonna get two practices in? He
I
gets
don't know.
evaluated tomorrow.
That is true.
The
That is
rule is
true.
two practices. Where is he gonna get two
Is it two or
practices?
is it one? Is it two? Okay,
Nah,
okay.
it's two, man.
If it's
It's two
two, if it's two,
practices.
then
Oh,
yeah.
so
He'll
so
come back
so
against the
Then
Lakers for
Lakers,
sure.
Lakers. Yeah, yeah.
he
I
has
guess
to
it's Lakers.
practice after
Yeah,
being
he has to
evaluated. That's
practice.
okay.
So
Yeah,
then
I
if
didn't
it's
know
that,
that. I
then
didn't
I
know
guess
that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know
logically it'd be the Lakers. Then yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say because I
That's
was gonna say these are
unfortunate.
two games that we need because these are teams above us and they've been winning, so we need to beat both of them. They're
Yeah,
must
bro.
wins.
But hey, tonight was. I think we could all agree though it was a must win just to
Yeah,
get
100%,
through
100%.
just to get through it all because I think we were kind of in a mental rut as a team as well. Just having lost the Bulls game the way we did, very like kind of rough game on all ends. Like we were
Yeah,
making
it
so
was
many
mental
mental
for
errors.
sure.
Mental error, yeah, and then I think the Spurs game we just kind of got beat at home. I think tonight, the defense was shaky at times, but I think we did a great job. Trace really held it down, and I think Chris, dude, I know CP like when we first traded for him, people were like, they didn't like Chris Paul, the history, all that stuff. Fine, and the history is deep rooted, man. Kicked me off the court again, boy, back in 2019. He, obviously the Clippers Warrior series back in 2014. CP, they had their battles, but at the end of the day, bro, you have to embrace him because he's on the team. And all year long, I've just embraced him. He's been a great vet, a great leader. He's helped the young guys. He's treated the Warriors like any other franchise he's been with. And he's performed and committed and engaged at the highest level he could possibly on a night to night basis on both ends and in all fronts, whether as a leader, as a vocal leader, giving advice, breaking down different play calls and stuff like that, just trying to get guys on the same page, calling team meetings. You know how many team meetings were initiated by CP3 this year? A lot of people, I'm not sure if you guys read articles like about like in depth breaking down some warriorship, but there's been multiple team meetings that CP has really been at the forefront of. So he's been a leader on and off the court. And tonight, the man hit big shot after big shot. When we were up 8, or when we were down 8, he would keep us within the margins. And really, this is the vision I have for him in the playoffs. Because when Steph sits, you need a dude who you can depend on to just hit a damn shot or make a damn play. Now, obviously, Steve got to work the
He's proven in
rotations
the
out.
playoffs too. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey
he's
yeah,
proven
yeah.
in
Dre,
the playoffs too. So
Dre,
Yeah.
I mean to do this, but you see a night like tonight, who would you rather have the ball in their hands? Jordan Poole or Chris Paul?
Well, obviously, I mean, I know Jordan could drop 20, 25 or whatever, but I'm telling you, Chris Paul's ability to take care of the ball. And by the way, respectfully, and Jordan, he was great in his time here in 22, 23 was a bit shaky, but I don't think Jordan would be able to get going or get Trace going the way CP did. You know what I'm saying? As a playmaker, it's beyond just the scoring. It's the overall elevation of like you saw when Kaminga cut. People talk about Kaminga cutting, but CP found him for that pass. And so CP's court vision to me is huge. We need more playmaking on this team. We got it. We got Pods. We got CP. Pods had a great game. Wiggins had a great game. Everyone played well, other than a few guys. That whatever, we can get into that, but for the most part, I thought Wiggs especially. I don't know why he didn't close, because he had a great two-way game tonight. He showed up in the first half, scored a bunch of points, kept us in reach, defended well. Second half, I guess his minutes were cut because of conditioning or something. Podge was great, man. Podge was also great, man. You cannot deny tonight 3 threes in the first half, and then second half he was making big play after big play. Forced
I
Steve
always
Kerr.
say this, Dre.
Yeah,
Playmaking value is better than scoring value.
Mm-hmm.
You see the shit that Chris Paul was doing tonight?
Yeah,
So
Space,
look
to
at what
answer
he
your
was doing
question.
out of that ball screen, bro. So what they were trying to do tonight for a large part of the game is that they were trying to take away the lob for a large part of the game. Chris Paul is a master at navigating whether it should be a lob or he should just take that floater. You know what I'm saying? And he did an amazing job with that tonight. I'm telling you, that shit's going to matter in the playoffs, right? When you have him on the second unit and he's running that shit and he's playing opposite of Steph, it's going to matter in the playoffs. This is, bro, last year when Steph sat and you went to that second unit, it was a disaster. This year, the second unit is better. And he's a massive driver in terms of that, right?
Mhm.
So now we have him. I am very confident in terms of, going into certain matchups and all of that. Like, so this is why I never wanted him traded, because I'm like, I like Pods and stuff, but Pods is a rookie, right? And Pods is still a good facilitator and all of that stuff. But I'm telling you, Chris Paul still got it, man.
Yeah, yo,
Hey yo, hold up, before you even cook, cause I ain't even gonna say too much. I'm not gonna hold you up, but somebody tweeted and said, "Yeah, I had TJD, and Steve Kerr was playing Kevon Looney, so he would keep the streak alive." That's crazy, man.
Well, what does that streak matter now at this point? It's
yo,
over.
and Space, to answer your question about the CP versus Poole thing, Poole is gonna be a great creator for himself. And times he can play make, but CP is gonna be a creator for everybody else, get everybody else going, and then if he has a shot, he's gonna take it from the mid range, where he's deadly. But in the playoffs, that matters where you get everybody going, especially your bench unit and stuff like that. Once you get everybody in the same game, it's really hard, to really stop that team, whoever the team is. But that's where CP3's value is so important. So for these young guys coming off the bench in the playoffs, you'll be able to get them good looks and get them going so that the bench unit can help out our starters.
I I'm bro, I was just looking at that Chris Paul shit tonight. Andrew Wiggins tonight came out super aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's funny is that I was watching in the playback or whatever, and I was just looking at the chat, and people were saying, "Oh, we're gonna lose," and we were down 10. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time I was saying to myself, I was like, the sound was down and all of that stuff, and I was just looking at the game, and I was watching the energy with how they were playing, and Spurs were just making some bullshit shots. It's not like they weren't closing out or anything like that. Devin Vassell hit a shot in the first quarter. A hand was in his face. If you have a hand in his face and he makes the shot, tip your cap to him. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, there's no way they were going to shoot just like that the entire game. And then you heard Fitz, and Fitz is like, bro, there's no way they shoot 50% again. And they were making them, and Fitz kept on saying it, right? And I was
I
like,
will say this though: the first quarter defense was, some of it was shot making, but I feel like we were like a step and a half slow. I think the second quarter onward was when we started like,
yeah.
okay, because we felt like, I feel like the first quarter we felt sorry for ourselves. Honestly, I saw a team that looked like, oh, we're missing shots, they're making shots. It kind of looked like last game, and then second quarter is when you started to see, okay, we're playing with more pace, we're more aggressive, we're not letting down, we're rotating on defense, we're boxing out more.
Mm.
And by the way, like, I feel like the rebounding has been a bit shaky the past few games. I don't
This
know if
was a
that's
little bit
just,
different, Dre, because when I was watching
yeah.
Wiggins out there, um,
Wiggins was aggressive. This was the most
Wiggins is like a
aggressive,
barometer, right?
bro. Literally, yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
Wiggins is like a barometer with how the team is going to play tonight. Like if you see him turning up, then you know everybody else is about to turn up. You know what I'm saying? If the energy is low, then it's like you see it kind of like around everyone else. You know what I'm saying? But he came out with purpose tonight, and he only took 8 shots. Like I'm surprised that he only took 8 shots.
I mean, it helps that he was back in the starting lineup too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Let me tell you
I
something, bro. All
really,
right.
really thank God Kerr went ahead and put Clay and Wiggins for the starting lineup. That was the first
So
one.
so based on that starting lineup the other night, you see how stupid the other
It was
night looked.
retarded. It was retarded, bro.
He
You know
just
what I'm
put stuff
saying?
together. He put stuff together and do it on the
Yeah, they
court,
were
bro.
down and all of this stuff. But you see how dumb that looks, bro? Like, listen, man, like just
Especially your best scorer since
yeah.
Curry's out. Your best scorer, he's coming off the bench. Doesn't make any sense.
Yo. So you see how they were playing Trace and Draymond opposite? Or sorry,
They staggered. Yeah, they did stagger their minute. You saying they're
right? So
staggering?
so
Yeah.
last season Kerr was just pretty much playing Draymond and Looney opposite. Bro, just play Trace, Trace and Draymond opposite. That's all you need to do, bro. Like,
And also, I could extend that to CP and Pods. I feel
yeah,
like tonight, CP and Pods, like for the most part. So I'll say this: Draymond and Trace, they did overlap in some situations, like their minutes, but I will say that for the most part, you're right. They did stagger. And the same thing with CP and Pods. CP and Pods did play in the fourth quarter, a little bit overlap, but for the most part, they staggered. I think CP and Pods should be staggered. I think that's the best course of action, and you need to have Clay next to CP because what CP hunts for Clay, man. He hunts for Clay. And Pods just doesn't have the sniper ability that Clay does off the ball.
yeah.
You know,
And
that
he,
That's why you
opens
can't
things
play
up.
them together.
mhm.
Am I
So
wrong
Right.
for saying that TJD needs more post up time? Like, especially, you have a winding down shot clock. You just trying to get like a BS shot in.
Yeah, I'm not
TJD
gonna lie.
should be.
I'm not gonna lie, Glorious. I feel like he has to look for it more too, because I feel like he be too passive. Like today, he was great at going to the rim and attacking, but there'd be times where he'd be too passive, and then he looks for the point guard to try to like get the pick and roll, which I understand, so he can get the lob threat or cut into the basket. But for him
I
to get
mean,
those
the
looks,
reason why he does that is because he's just trying to play his role. He's not trying to overdo it.
Come
He's
on,
just
hey,
getting his minutes.
what are y'all doing, man? Y'all know there's no center outside of DeMarcus who they tried to do that with. There's no center who's getting post time, so y'all could
Yeah,
just
I know.
put
That's
two
what I'm
K
saying. But
down.
I wish
Y'all
he
could put two
would. I
K
wish he
down.
did.
Yeah, I
I wish
feel
he
you,
did.
but yeah, that's 2K. Unless he got those Jokic type abilities, he ain't getting that type of leeway. So y'all can scratch that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
a
I
one
mean,
mistake.
you
time he
were only
did, he
ghosted that
That's a
looked
because you
so
had
mistake.
good.
literally no other option, and there's like no play out there. You have no option.
That's what
Everything has been dead
exactly.
on the
I'm not
floor.
saying that they should run offense through him, but 7 seconds left and you're not getting a clean shot up. Give TD the ball, especially against a
Yeah, I'd rather
bigger
have that than
center.
some bullshit
exactly,
guard taking a difficult contested fucking shot.
Exactly,
Just
exactly.
take
bro.
some fucking looks as well. The guy averaged 21 fucking points. His offensive production is equivalent to Tim fucking Duncan in his fourth year in college. The same fucking production as Tim fucking Duncan in his fourth
I
year in
ain't
college with
glazing that
Trace.
hard, but I did
He
look
can
at his
fucking
college
score.
footage, and I
You're
know,
grossly
man.
misusing this guy. He's not loony. He's not fucking loony. He can go off. He can easily score, man. And guy, do you see his fucking footwork? If you watch him defensively, he can stay in front of guards. That's how good his footwork is. A lot of bigs cannot do that, okay? Now think about what he can do with that foot speed from an offensive standpoint when a big goofy motherfucker is out trying to guard him from the three-point line. He can blow by these guys. And they're not considering this at all. That's a mistake. He's their most
Damn,
efficient
bro.
player. He's the most
That's
efficient
all I'm
player on this
saying,
Hold
team.
on,
man.
hold on, hold on.
Exactly.
Loon Muse, Loon Muse is in the comments, catching strays. Take it easy on Loon Muse, man. Come on.
Now, Looney's still valuable to this team, man.
Yeah, there
But
you go.
how about Trace fucking Jackson Davis tonight, bro? The guy fucking
Hmm.
saved the Warriors from another L against the fucking Spurs.
Great game
Where would
tonight.
they be in this game? Bro, they went on a 28-4 run with him and that fucking defense. He made Wemby look like fucking child's play tonight on both
I
ends of the
mean,
floor.
TJD
How
is
about that?
he's not the answer to all our problems, but he's that two-way big. He can be that two-way big
You think
because
he's
he
a
was
two-way
great on
big?
the defensive end, and then he
What do
goes
you
and he
consider two-way
produces on the
big?
what?
What do you consider
Somebody
a
who
two-way
can
big?
okay, wait, somebody who can help on the defensive end and then go and score on their own on the offensive end, not just lobs.
Rose, what are you laughing at? Explain yourself. What are you laughing at?
Not just lobs.
Jim,
I
relax,
mean,
dog.
like, go out there with the ball on their own
You
and
I don't.
relax.
score.
I don't think it's to the point where he's a two-way big like you see Joel Embiid, but he can definitely go get his shot.
Of course, he's not
If
Joel Embiid,
no,
but
exactly.
he's
No,
not
no. I'm
Jared
trying.
fucking Allen. He can
Yes,
play both
yes,
ways, and he can give you
yes,
double-digit points. Easy.
exactly.
He can
That's
walk
what
Why
I'm
is
into
Jim
it,
Paul
saying.
and he
Cole
That's
makes
so
what I'm
Klay
fresh,
Thompson
bro?
saying.
better, and he makes Chris Paul better.
Especially when
Listen,
he's
He
bro,
makes
a
aggressive.
both of
while
them
ago
better.
on this
They make
same
him better.
exact
There's a
space, I
completely
said,
different dynamic on the
bro,
floor. He needs to fucking play.
And to be honest, if
Why
he
is
was
Jim Paul
supposed
always
to,
so pressed?
if he could
Because I've been
develop it,
fighting about this the whole fucking season. People
Bro, calm
questioning it.
down,
No,
man.
Trace
Calm
is
down,
bro,
not
calm
there.
down,
He
bro.
doesn't move the needle
Calm
like that.
down,
What
bro.
are you talking about? You're crazy, bro. I've been
Hey,
dealing with
man,
this shit
calm
all
down.
fucking season long. I'm amped up. That's why.
listen, a while ago on this
It's
same
hilarious,
exact
bro.
space, I said they should give TJD more post up time, and I had so many people laughing at me, bro. I watched TJD college footage as soon as we got him, and I knew, man. But you know what? It's coming.
Hold on. Y'all are calling for TJD post ups right now?
No,
Are y'all
no.
being real?
Again, in the same situation that I was talking about.
Hold on. Are you calling for TJD post ups right now? Seriously, bro?
He can't get 4 post-ups per game.
yeah, I was gonna say, especially
Out
on
of
the
the out
small
of the
guard.
out of the however number of possessions, he can't get a few possessions in the post.
Listen,
Bro.
Space.
This
Listen,
That's
is
why I
why
was
I'm
saying, if you give me a chance to speak, especially in that we have 6-7 seconds left back on the shot
Walk
clock.
before you can
Give
run.
TJD.
Hold on. Walk before you can run. Come on, dog. Like he's had a good game, man. Baby steps, baby steps. Don't be giving up like post ups, bro. Like
no,
if
listen,
you're giving
Space.
a post up, you better be giving me 1.2, 1.1. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
points per
believe in
possession. That's
TJD.
what I
That's
need
it.
out of that post up. You see Hakeem Olajuwon out of TJD, bro. Come on, man. You
Give
see
him that
Jokic out of that?
opportunity.
What?
Hey, Urkel. Here's what I'm saying. Nobody's saying go through Trace and make him post up all day. Nobody's saying that. He still needs to set the
But
screen for Klay. He still needs to be rolling, mostly playing pick and roll. But there are times, right? Especially when there are missed fucking matches, when he has little motherfuckers on him. These motherfuckers can't guard him, Urkel. Come
Exactly.
on. He had
Exactly.
against the Celtics. He had Horford on him 2 straight possessions down in the post. Easy fucking buckets, bro.
yeah,
If he can do that against Al
Bro,
Horford, and did you see what he did to Sohan tonight?
fam.
Fucking posterized his ass, bro.
Set the
These guys
screen.
can't guard him.
Set
I'm
the
telling
screen
you.
and dive,
Trust
bro. Set the
me.
screen and dive. Set the screen
yeah,
and dive.
but
Let's
for how
take it
many?
easy here.
Rim
But
one, just rim one.
Rim
I,
run,
exactly,
man.
you could do, but you
Yeah.
could do both.
Baby
No.
steps.
I'm
It
not
makes him
saying
more
that he
limited that
can't
Baby
do
way.
steps.
that,
Come
It
on,
makes
man.
but
him more limited that
y'all are
way.
not
You need to
understanding.
watch his college fucking footage, bro. The
That
guy
I'm
can
not saying that
create
he
from the
can't rim
3-point
run
line.
or he
He
shouldn't
he
rim run.
beats
I'm
guys
saying
off of
that
his dribble.
limit him.
How many
Yeah.
bigs are doing what he did to Wemby tonight? How many bigs are doing that to him? Think
I
about it. He can
mean,
do that to just about anybody fucking else, bro. They can't
there
keep
is
up with him.
there is one thing. There is one thing to dive to the rim and catch lobs and all of that. There is another thing because I seen Kuminga make a play today, right? Kuminga had the ball on the block and 3 converged on him, right? And the whole time I'm yelling, pass the fucking ball, right? Pass the fucking ball. And guess what? It led into a turnaround jumper, which got blocked by Wemby. Pass the fucking ball. People are open. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree.
So
I agree. Yo, anytime you draw 2, you gotta, of course.
you got to draw, right? So let me tell you something. If you're telling me that you're going to run the offense through Trace,
Oh,
listen,
by the way, Urkel, think
play
about this.
defense, run, catch lobs, right? Make the extra
No,
pass.
nobody's saying run offense through
Yeah,
him. In the second units,
But when you say
when he
give
has
up post ups, bro,
mismatches
I'm
and
not
when he has
comfortable with
easier
that.
matchups, well, you're not even giving it an opportunity. You're being close-minded about it. Why?
space. What
He
I
ain't
think he's
loony,
Because
saying
bro.
is,
He
bro,
ain't
is
loony,
because
bro.
no. Let's go in baby steps, bro. He's getting more minutes. He's he's getting a lot more minutes. Let's just go with that and let's just build up to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
space.
that
I
he's
mean,
a
okay,
post
I'm
up
okay.
player.
Yo, why
Listen,
these
Yeah,
I'm
minutes?
okay
no,
with that
exactly.
too. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, do not ignore what he's able to do whenever he does get the opportunity. I've been saying that he's been too passive. I'm like, bro, if they're
Exactly.
not calling for those plays, sometimes if you end up in the post, just fucking go at the rim when you got a smaller guy on you, and sometimes call for that shit too. When you have a mismatch on you, you got to take advantage of that.
And
This is
and
very
to
simple.
be fair, that play with TJD dunking on Wemby, he took that from the top of the key and drove it all the way down on Wemby.
That's what I'm saying. He can beat guys. If he can beat guys, he's gonna finish. He's a crazy finisher.
Hey,
The
bro,
guy's shooting
pause,
70% from the field.
pause.
That's different from a post up, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
I don't think he's saying to run the offense, but like whenever he does have those
Yeah, I don't want
mismatches,
to. Let me make it more clear. I don't want him
just say
posting against like bigger players. That's not what I want from him. I don't want him posting up all day against like
bro,
legit,
just
tough
like
defensive centers and all this stuff. That's not what I'm
just
saying. I'm saying whenever there are mismatches and advantages that you can, because they end up on mismatches all the time. You see Wiggins end up on a mismatch, you take advantage of that, right? You see Kuminga on a mismatch, you take advantage of that, right? Why are you not doing the same for Chase? That's all I'm saying. And then at times when he's out at the 3-point line and he's got a goofy ass motherfucker like a Jonas Valanciunas or something, I'm telling you, Trace can fucking blow by motherfuckers like that. That's what I'm saying.
Also, to another point with Trace, the Trace formula, we seen the evidence with the Bucks game what he did with Giannis. So, like, I don't understand how we chose to go away from with the Bulls in the first Spurs game. I felt like we went away from that.
Because
Yeah.
Kerr wants to give Looney every opportunity in the world, bro. That's what
Stupid.
he's gonna do.
I'm telling you, to close the game, you need Trace and Draymond. You need to keep doing that to see what that looks like from a closing standpoint, because you need Trace's defense.
yeah,
He and
We
Draymond, that's
need
not even close.
listen, we
You
need
need that,
Draymond to be
and you need
smart,
Wiggins,
bro.
and you need Wiggins. By
We
the way,
need
does anybody know
Draymond.
if Wiggins was if there's a report on whether Wiggins' shoulder was injured tonight?
Oh, I
Because
didn't
he
see
didn't play
that.
the closing minutes. He didn't play the closing minutes. I'm assuming because his shoulder was hurt, and he needed to play tonight. So I'm assuming he was hurt. I'm hoping that he's okay.
Yeah, bro.
Any
We
word?
need to we definitely need to avoid the injury bug. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The
Yo,
but
injury bug,
that's so
bro.
Where
crazy.
did you get that? Where did you get that from? That he hurt his shoulder.
He had an ice pack on his shoulder on the bench, so I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, they get
Maybe
ice
well,
packs on that shit all the
he wasn't
time.
slated. He
no,
wasn't
true,
slated.
but I don't know.
He wasn't slated to come back in, right? So he was on the bench, and it wasn't like he was like getting ready to. Nah, he had the ice on his shoulder, the wrapping around it, and he was just chilling on the bench, which tells me either minutes restriction or
Can't
he's
be,
not.
can't be. He played 30 minutes tonight. Ain't no minutes restriction.
No. But still, like 30 minutes is not 35 or 36 or 37 minutes. So you are right. But closing with him and not playing him the full 35, 36 minutes, that still tells me that I guess Steve is still working him into shape. I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know.
No. If you're on a minutes restriction with him still, then you sit him some other times where he's up to like 26 minutes and then he's closing in the final 4 minutes.
So Jim, if you were a reporter, right, which I agree with you, we should probably someone should ask why Wiggs did not close, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I agree. I do think he should have closed. I think it would have made more logical sense given how
Way
he
more
was
sense.
performing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They
I agree. Because coming up to this Mavs game, knowing damn well with Luca and Kyrie, we got to have Wiggins closing because we saw what happened with DeRozan
Hold
with the
up. Am I
Bulls.
missing something here? Because he played 30 minutes tonight.
Yeah, he did. But he didn't close the game. Pods closed the game over him. The Warriors finished this game without a POA. They got away with it because Trace was that powerful. But against other competition, against most other teams, you play without a POA. You play small
Yeah.
with Pods in there instead of Wiggins. That's preposterous.
It's going to be a disaster. It's going
How
to
you
be a
guys?
disaster
How you
if
guys feel
we.
about that?
Stevie Kerr, man. Stevie Kerr.
How you guys feel about that little thing with Pods and Wiggins? You guys feel anything about that or no?
I mean,
Say
shit
what?
happens, bro.
I didn't think too much of it. I seen mad people in the timeline just saying like, "Oh shit!" Like there's like stuff
That
going on
that's
this year. I'm like,
people.
"Oh
That's people that never played sports or
yeah,
played for a basketball team before. Like
exactly." That's
it's
the first
yeah.
thing. That's the
So
first
what
thing I
They were
happened
thought
both
now?
about.
right. They were both right. What happened was they were out on transition. There was a 2-on-1 situation. If Wiggins passes the ball to Pods there, that's a layup for Pods. Wiggins gets an assist, but the defense recovers and then Wiggins ends up getting fouled and they get no point out of it. So Pods is yelling at that. He's frustrated about that. I understand that. That Wiggins probably should have passed that ball, but at the same time, you're a rookie. And you're talking to Wiggins like that, like with that kind of
Okay.
energy,
All right.
like you
Okay.
can't do that.
This is the shit that I'm talking about because I missed that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hold
Go
on,
on.
I'll
What do you
post the
mean?
clip for people who haven't seen it. I'll try to find a clip and post it in the group
I feel
chat.
like people are reading way too much into that.
I don't
It's
think
Yeah,
so. No. It's happened more than one time now. Come on, bro.
Wiggins and
Yeah.
Potts.
No. Not Wiggins and
Yeah,
Pod, but
But just over
the
like
inbound
teammates hating
situation a
each other
couple
in
games ago.
general.
It's
you got
happened more
what?
than once now.
yeah, because
Like,
he did it with Draymond before, and Draymond told him to stand on
Oh shit, I must have
yeah.
missed that. Okay.
No, because
What
I
what
think
Pod needs to understand is that when he fucks up, when he fucks up with the
Okay, it's
game
in the
on the line or
jumbotron.
does some crazy stuff, right? Guys aren't going at him like that. They're encouraging him and they're communicating with him, obviously on how he needs to be better. But they're not like yelling at him and like raising their tone against him and stuff like this, right? And he needs to take that same energy with the veterans that are like, bro, are you serious? You're gonna yell it like that to Wiggins? Like show him up like that? That's is you don't do that. I just think they were both right.
Here's what happened, right? It was in the heat of the moment. It was competitive. It was the competitive moment in the game. But I agree, he needs to reel it back because he does do too
Okay.
much.
All right. All right. All right. If that were Jordan Poole, what would we be saying?
It would no. The fact is,
Everybody would be
it's hold
justified.
on. No.
Jordan Poole wouldn't do that as a
We
rookie.
have to look at no. Jordan has done that many times. Many times.
As a rookie,
Yeah, no,
Yes.
yeah. Even as a rookie, actually,
Yes.
yeah, even as a rookie,
Have you
yeah.
watched this rookie season
I
as
mean they
bad
were
as it
playing
was?
with. He played with sorry
Trust me.
players his
No,
rookie
no, no,
year,
no, no,
though.
no. Hold on, hold on. But
I
if
mean,
Jordan did that, what would we be saying right now,
Well,
bro?
now
Well,
it'll be different.
I'd be saying he's a competitive kid, but he's got to be careful. Just chill out. That's how I see it. Listen, anybody who's competed, and I know most people up here have, and I'm not trying to
Urkel,
sound
we
like
know what would happen,
anyone's
Urkel.
And at
anything.
the end of the day,
We know what would happen.
I get
The
it,
heat of the moment,
I
man.
get it. But
He's a
Wiggins
diva.
got fouled and went to the free throw line, and
Yeah,
Pods knew the ref called 2 shots.
right,
Pods jumped up and down and was waving his hands, and then walked up to him and said, "Come
right.
on, Wiggs." And Wiggs said something back to him. I'm not
He
gonna
said, "I
repeat
got
it.
it, man." He
but
said,
they dapped each other up afterwards. But let me say this: on any it's basketball 101. If it's a 2v1 fast break, you pass to the open guy. Like let's not forget
Pods in
basic
the
That's
fourth
true.
basketball
quarter
shit,
That's
missed
man.
that
Like
true.
like
same
a half
situation though.
step
He missed a
over
layup
him.
"It's
in
okay.
the
It's
fourth
That's what
okay."
I'm
quarter. Played a
saying.
pass to him and he missed it.
Listen. It's
And
okay.
That's
then
It's
Wiggins
okay.
exactly
cleaned it
what
up
I'm
and made
saying.
the
People
basket.
make people
That's
make
fine, but
mistakes.
that's
Listen,
still the
listen.
correct play. Chris
Pod,
Paul made
pod,
the correct play.
No, it's not the correct play. Wiggins was on a fast break. He's going full speed towards it. Number two, the person who blocked is the Pods' guy.
listen,
So
listen,
Pods
listen.
didn't even say, Pods didn't even open up his mouth and said ball. But man, anything didn't warn him. Wiggins went
Right.
slow because
He
he
was ahead
didn't
of him. It's
know
a
that
2v1
someone was
fast break.
behind
You
him.
always
Pods
you always
didn't
send it to
warn
an
him.
open guy.
Pods didn't do nothing. He just jumped up and down like a hyena. For what?
It's okay.
Oz doesn't
Listen,
Pause,
just
But
but
do
if
it's
you
that
a
on
watch it,
little
listen.
like
purpose.
you
Keldon
can tell
Hold
Johnson
on,
was
though.
hold on, hold
converging
on, hold on.
onto Wiggs
A
Wait,
too.
little bit
wait,
annoying because I've
wait, wait.
never seen
After
Wigs like act up like that early
Exactly.
on.
Because Paz
we
always does that shit. It's not just one
No,
thing.
no, no, no. It's
And you've
Bro,
heard
He's
his
Pods
done
has
it a
done it
couple
verbiage
of
like
say
times
six
that,
now,
you
bro.
times
know,
in
he's
probably in the
annoying
last
and
like
he's
That's
like
nine
Andrew
acting
Wiggins.
games.
annoying little
Wiggins the
brother.
most chill nigga on the team. Why would Wiggins get picked? Because he always does that shit. It's not just one
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
But if it was Jordan Poole, trade him. He's a diva.
Because
That's
Wiggins
cap.
is
he
like,
That's
what the
cap.
fuck
he
you
is.
Jordan
talking
Poole is
about?
the
No, but
most
he
caped
is.
for
Yeah,
player,
what
man.
you
He's not
talking
even on the
about?
team.
Nigga, no, he's not.
Like,
Shut
shut
up.
the fuck.
Wait. So I mean, with these little, situations between amongst the teammates, space, are you trying to say that there's something going on with the chemistry?
No,
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 no, no. I'm not
no,
saying
No.
that there's
I
any.
just
no,
No,
think
no, no,
Pods
no,
is a
no.
no.
little
No,
annoying
I'm not
But
saying
sometimes.
that there's
That's
any.
all
No,
I'm
no,
Urkel.
no.
saying.
You see
Oz
how
and Wigs
people
dapped
you
up
see how hold on,
afterwards,
you see
man.
how
Like, come
people
on.
misconstrue this. We just gotta just look at it this way, guys. It's very simple. It's not, come on. We
Dre, if I see something one time, I'm gonna be like, all right,
oh
Yeah,
no
okay.
problem.
I
But
So
you
think
see,
this
hold
if
is
I
on.
a
see it
one
more
on
than
one.
one time, bro, I'm
Okay.
like,
So then good. So when I point out patterns, I don't nobody should shut me down then because I pointed patterns
nobody's
out.
shutting you down. No, 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 no.
No.
Nobody's
I
shutting you
point no.
down.
Hold on.
But
Earlier
what
in
I
the
am
season,
saying is
I
that
was pointing out patterns and people were
when I
shutting it
see
down.
somebody, no, when I see a
That's
rookie,
true.
no, you know how the shit works, bro. It's about hierarchy, right? And
I just
when I
said
see
that.
somebody call somebody out like that, this is not the first time he's done something like that, bro.
It's
Yeah.
hold on. Okay?
Because what's going to happen is that
With
people are going to get all in their feelings, and then they're going to come into the spaces and they're going to say we're racist. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
all right, hold on. What I don't even know what you're saying right now. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is very simple. It's actually a really simple situation here. We're overcomplicating it. And yes, it's happened multiple times.
Oh, are we? Okay, all right.
Yeah, we are because guess
Nah,
what?
nah,
With
nah,
with
nah.
with okay, yeah. So let's focus on this after the win, right? Cuz that's what I was told after I was focusing on other shit. So now we're doing this shit. Is this what we're going to do
Dre,
Yeah,
now?
so
we
No,
should
no,
move
no.
on from
I'm
this.
seeing that more than one
Yeah,
time,
I
Dre.
agree.
So
Okay,
okay
all right. Let's not
because
focus on it then. Sure. Let's
no,
move on.
because my thing is
Let's
this, right?
move on. No, no,
The way
no. Let's move
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
because we should
you
not be
understand, right?
focusing
guys,
on that
Yeah,
guys.
this
after a
is
Because
win.
I
You're
was pointing
Yeah, this is
100%
a
right.
great win.
I was
This is a
pointing
great win,
Sarge
guys.
out for 2 months, and then it's like, oh, we won. Okay, I guess we don't point out Sarge. Let
Eh,
me just, eh?
this
He's
is
out the
different.
rotation.
This is different. Sarge is out the rotation. No need to talk about him,
Yeah,
right?
now he is.
Now,
finally.
this is what we're
Steve
talking about.
motherfucker Curry needs to apologize.
Listen. It's not. I'm not saying we should dismiss it. We acknowledge it, but here's the thing. It's kind of a simple
Nah, it's
situation.
cool, man. Let's just celebrate the win.
It's
We're
what
Let's
did
read
Gucci,
the
Reed?
man.
lips.
Let's
Fuck
celebrate
is
the
you
win.
Guys,
talking
guys,
Celebrate.
guys.
about,
Why are we
nigga?
arguing against each other? Come on.
Hold on, no, no,
I
no.
don't know.
We're
I
not
don't know.
arguing,
I'm
but
saying
I'm saying, when do you ever see Wiggins say, "Fuck is you talking
Fuck
about,
is you
nigga"?
talking about, nigga?
That's
And
true.
I
That's
agree.
true.
And
That's
he
true.
said
That's
it
why
like 3 times. He said
Pods
it like
does
3 times.
too. Pods does too much. But
Sometimes he does too much. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's all we
it's
getting
a
at. That's all we
competitive
getting at.
game. We
Yeah.
most people up here have competed in sports, bro. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
competitive.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
shit, man. I'm like, okay, but yes, he does too much. I agree. He does too
Yeah.
much. He should
That's
chill
why we
out.
understand in
So that's
nuances
what I was
how
saying.
Wiggins
That's
is
what I was
pissed
saying.
off because
They
they
were
play
both right.
sports.
I'm saying
Yeah, they
Paz
were
was
both
right
right.
and Wiggins
Exactly.
was
They
yeah,
were
I
also
both
agree
right.
with
right.
Jim. Yeah.
They were both
Yeah.
right. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's just
Yeah,
leave it
yeah.
at that.
I just hope he. I would say this one last thing. I just hope he kind of dials it back because some of these vets on this team, like Curry, Clay, Draymond, all these guys, Wiggins too. Whenever there's something goes wrong, whatever, they're always gonna be there. Like as you were saying, they're always gonna be there for the young guys. So you don't want to be like how Poole was last year with all the diva shit and all that shit. Because
For
then
sure. For
they've
sure.
got those guys are gonna look at you so different because they've been at the highest stage. They've done this
He's
before. They're
doing it.
going through. They're going through the ups and
Exactly,
downs.
exactly,
So
He's doing
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
so
because you got to
yes.
remember, you got to contextualize it, right? A, it's competitive, it's in the heat of the game. You
Mhm.
say shit. B, because I empathize with that. Like I say shit. Like when you play pickup or whatever, you're playing on a team and a set organized team. Like you're gonna say shit sometimes. And
Yeah. Yeah.
even if you're not like one of the dudes, Wiggs is a dude. At the end of the day, he's a champion. Fine. So Wiggs is looking like yo, shut the fuck up. It's fine. Like I got this. And Podge is
But
like
what
trying to like
I
every possession.
understand that, but it
Yeah,
rubs me a little the wrong way because he did that shit in the Bulls game in a game that we needed to win. How
sure,
are you thinking about that too? I
sure.
mean, you're
Okay,
not thinking about your mistake
so
all the
guess what?
time,
So
but
guess what?
how are
Maybe we
you?
shouldn't. Maybe the roster shouldn't be filled with 21-year-olds. Then how about that?
It's
It's,
not.
it's
So
Okay,
really not
okay,
that
okay,
big of a
okay.
deal,
All that
guys.
aside,
There you
guys.
go. There you
Pods had
go.
a really good game, and he's been struggling as of late, I feel. And he had a hell of a game tonight. He was
Mhm.
set plus 17, 14 points, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, a steal. He had a really good game. So props
agreed.
to Pods who had a really, really, fantastic game.
And the
There's one
timeline was
isolated
crickets.
incident. It's okay. I
Like,
think they all learn
wow.
from it.
Except it's not
Like,
isolated,
wow.
but all
Agreed.
Pod
right,
Agreed.
cool.
struggling as a rookie. Wow, who could have saw that coming?
Man,
But all right, cool.
the Spurs had
Nah, I don't want to hear
absolutely
that, bro.
the
Steve out
Spurs
here
had
creating monsters, but it's all good. I mean, sure.
Exactly. It's too late for him to dial it
We've
back.
seen it. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
by
I'll
the
just
way,
say
guys.
Bro, you saw the way he demanded that challenge? Steve ain't had no choice but to get up and give it
oh
to
yeah,
him.
Nah,
Yeah, he was
I
right.
don't
Well, he
even
was
He
know.
was
right.
I
right,
don't
and the
He
know
was
who
right.
timeline was
Steph could do
quiet.
that and
Yeah.
bro.
Steph would get denied.
Yo, but that's just crazy how the ref is right there and he's like, "Nope, Spurs ball." I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
how?
man. That's
that
the
was pretty
bigger
bad.
point. That's the bigger point. That the ref is right there and he misses that fucking call. Is bullshit that the Warriors have to waste the
Crazy.
challenge on
Crazy.
a clearly out of bounds call on the other team, and the ref just went the other way for no good reason. So, but I just want to say, man, Trace, like he shows up against like some of these prime time like big like you remember the block that he had on Jalen Brown and what that did to the
Bro,
Celtics, and then
Yep.
you remember what he did to the remember what he did to Giannis, holding him in check, and then tonight, literally, Wemby was like, bro, he's just like getting out muscled and just getting outworked, bro. So Trace, he's big time, bro. He's really big
Mhm.
time.
Man, Trace
Crazy.
could,
Yeah.
could could become like something like Nas Reed in a few years. That
mm,
would be
The
like
fuck,
incredible.
Oh,
Nas
wow.
Reed? What
Like,
the
Oh, there's a
fuck?
no,
Nas
listen,
Nah,
Reed
we
listen, hear me
comparisons
out, hear
already.
me out.
That's
Nas
Hear
Reed's
me
an
out.
right.
offensive
Hear me
guy.
out.
He's a
We
floor
seen those
spacer. What
three
are you
drive
comparing to
videos
Nas
of him
Reed?
shooting threes. Hold on,
Come on.
I said the future, man. Relax, relax. I'm
no,
thinking
no, no. He said
optimistically. Okay.
I'm talking
that's
about
not what he
Do
said.
defense.
Do
I'm
you
talking about
believe in
Nas
the
Reed is not
TJD
half the
jump
defender
shot?
that TJD is right now.
Okay,
TJD's
but
way
You're
better defender than
you're
Nas
you're
Reed. Believe
missing
me.
you're missing you're
I'm kind of
missing
talking
what
about the
Jim said.
offensive package too, really.
He's saying they could
No,
develop into
he's not.
floor
TJD's not
spacers.
as graceful as Reed offensively on the
Mhm.
perimeter. You know
I
what I'm
don't know,
saying?
man.
Reed is
I seen him handle the ball the last game a little
Reed
bit.
is can put the ball on the
Nas
floor
Reed
and
is a
create his own
shooter.
shot.
Nas Reed's a
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yo,
shooter.
did you
exactly.
if you watch that game against the Lakers, boy was doing everything. He was creating to going
He
going
could
to the
get he
basket,
put the ball on the
shooting
floor like a guard.
You would have thought he was
everything.
Carl Anthony Towns for a second.
Man can dream.
Man,
Well,
Once
I'll say this
TJD gets a
though.
better green light,
Trace is a
I've
defender.
seen his jumper, and I think he can do it, bro.
Yeah, like I said, it's
I
a
thought
Well,
he
Yeah,
let's
just
so
let
he
him
start.
got a
Well,
clean
develop.
well, let's
jumper.
start with him off the ball first because
Mhm.
there's no way in hell Steve Kerr's gonna allow.
Yeah,
Like he barely allowed Wiseman to get touches, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But Trace embraces his
Man,
role
Steve
regardless.
Kerr's hate against big men is Something
Because
interesting, bro.
his focus has always been the perimeter. His perimeter shooting is all that, and it's inside out. That's his thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
mean
well, you could
outside?
argue outside in
Outside
because
in, yeah,
outside in
Sorry, sorry.
because what it is the gravity that creates those inside
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. Yeah.
Exactly.
But outside of Trace, though, the Spurs had absolutely no answer for Chris Paul, bro. Like, what a masterclass from Chris Paul. Like,
Dude, I'm
that
telling you,
was
he's underrated,
impressive.
bro. People, you know what's funny? Because
You think
here's what I hear people do sometimes. They'll like, I don't know what the hate with CP is. Like, I'm sure a lot of people in here don't, but there's still some people that like stand on that. I'm like, yo, he's been nothing but a professional
It's
for
Bro,
the
Because
years.
shit
they
from the
like
past,
Jordan
man. I'm
Poole,
telling
though.
you, it's the
They
it's
shit that they
not,
like,
did in the
bro.
past.
Bro,
bro.
remember
Well, then
on
they're not real fans then,
when we
because
lost
real
against the
fans, if you're gonna,
Spurs?
yeah.
Wait.
hmm
Oh,
I think it's really just
wait.
some of the dirty plays he makes.
Yeah, no.
It's
He
that,
has
hasn't
nothing
bro.
to
really
do
done
with
it
Jordan
It
with
Poole, bro.
us that
it's
I've
just
noticed, but
that,
he
bro.
has a history, you know.
It's that and how he used to carry himself when he played against on the
I'm not
Rockets
talking
and the
about other
Clippers,
fan
bro.
bases.
No.
No,
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
talking.
But
about
here's the thing.
our
Okay,
Our
Spurs.
fan
They
base.
hate him
so
because he took Jordan Poole's place.
No, it's
I saw
not.
people like when we
It
lost
has
against
nothing
the
to do
Spurs, they
with
were like,
A
Jordan
big
Poole.
part of it is that it absolutely is, man. Like, cause we lose against the Spurs, and
yeah,
that's the first thing I
exactly. I'm
seen
like,
all over the
I
timeline,
still
man.
like
We need see
CP.
Jordan Poole would have dropped 20 if we like. Come on,
yeah,
I
yeah,
I
man.
mean,
yeah.
still
when
I
like
when
get
him
that.
it's,
There's
because
just
he
you're
does
the
things
same
for our
person that talks
offense
about
that,
Poole too, so it's like it has nothing to do with that. It's just Chris Paul's been an
yeah.
asshole. That's why.
I love
We're
CP
gonna,
because he
we're,
does things for our offense that Jordan Poole could never. At least he's not right now.
we're
You see,
gonna,
And
vice versa.
positive
Yeah,
When
continuity
when we
to some
and
of
win,
the
he's
things that he
undersized
does.
but
vice
plays
versa. When we
defense.
win, y'all talk about Jordan. When we lose, they talk about it. So it's the same thing. It has nothing to do with him. It's just because Chris Paul is an asshole. That's why.
that's what from before he played with
Exactly.
That
It
us
has
that
in the
might
nothing
be
to do.
true,
Rockets
but
and the Clippers.
Warrior fans, hold on, Draymond's not an asshole too. Like we got to embrace the players, man, because at the end of the day, like
I mean, I know him
as
personally.
long
I
as
know him, Dre. I know him personally
right.
because he's from my hometown. So he's just an
Oh,
asshole.
okay.
Yeah. So
No, I'm sure he's a
yeah,
competitor though, right? I mean,
yeah, for
he's
sure,
competitive.
for sure.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, listen, as long as this is my rule of thumb. My rule of thumb is if you play hard and you play the right way, meaning you're unselfish, you sacrifice for your teammates, you do the little things, you're committed to both ends, and you play hard like you're not taking plays off, you take the game serious, all those things. That's it. Sometimes players miss shots. Like I'm not going to kill a dude for missing shots. Now, if you take bad shots, you're not playing the right way. Chris Paul has checked those boxes all year long. I can't remember a game where he hasn't played hard or hasn't played the right way. His
He's
effort
shooting
can't be
better.
questioned.
He's shooting better
Yeah.
since he's came back from injury too.
Yeah, shots will fall.
especially for three.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my problem. So when I criticize a player, it's probably because it's for one or those other two reasons. You're not either not playing the right way or you're not playing hard enough, and you gotta amp that up. Now tonight, that first quarter was a little sluggish as a team. I thought from that point forward, everyone was playing hard and everyone was playing the right way. I will say tonight, I'm gonna point this out. Draymond, he looks something's off with him. I don't know if it's
Fam,
because
all
Steph.
those turnovers, bro.
And
It's
the
not just
fouls,
those.
He
It's
fouls
look,
in
he
it's
his
looks
it's.
face.
tired.
I don't
He looks
measure.
tired.
I don't measure Dre off the turnovers. I measure Dre off his on his defense.
He was
His
fouling a lot too.
he was not only was fouling, he was just taking plays off. Like he was jogging, he was walking up the court. It was some Bron shit, bro. Only LeBron I've ever seen do it some shit like that, bro. He's learning from Bron, I think,
I mean, he
because
Yo,
told
I
us he can't
that's
get
swear,
up
I
for these
swear I
games.
said that. I swear I said that last space where Rose. I know to Rose, you actually made a really good point where I was saying I think Draymond's being lazy, but you said, hey, maybe Draymond sags off players because they're going off of percentages. Oh, this person shoots 18%. I could just play off of them. I think that's an
right.
amazing point, but I also think Draymond is a little
I
bit
think
lazy.
it's a mix of both.
But it's not even that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
I
way
this
he
agree.
is
I
already
agree.
sags,
where I said
he
like you
sags
don't
so
want to
stupidly.
galaxy brain yourself
But
into
hold
thinking
on,
that
the
because
other
they're in
angle
the
is this.
NBA
The other
still.
angle is But the other angle is he might be just. I think he
He's
might.
just tired.
There's like a 40. Yeah, he might be banged up or just tired.
Brother,
I'm telling you because I'm
brother,
watching him
I
out there.
understand that, but there were some plays where he sagged off people and he was right there. Like he can get,
Okay, hold
he's
on, but
right
we
there
got to
to contest
contextualize
a
this. You're
shot.
right.
Why was he sagging up Jalen
You're
Brown
right. You're right.
then?
But here's the thing. It could be mental. It could be mental. But here's the thing. Some of it could be just like he's just not. But here, I think he's banged up because I'll tell you why. Every time he runs up and down the court, he's the last player to enter the frame,
Usually
Which is
when the
never the
play,
case.
and
usually
usually
yeah, usually that's never the
which is
case.
never the case. He's always at the forefront. I'm telling you, something's off with him. I don't know if it's because Steph is out. I don't know if it's because he's banged. I
But
think he's banged
I
up.
don't.
Do
I
you
think
I
think
when
do
you
you
think
when
think
you
do you think that played a part with
It's
the
Steph,
whole
man.
which started
Because I'll tell you why. He's
with the whole Jalen Brown, the Celtics situation? Was that more of the percentage or
no, no,
him
no,
being
no, no.
lazy or being banged up?
Oh
It's
no,
not
that
even
was just
about
the
that.
team being
It's he's. I
idiotic.
think that's the team being idiotic and making a dumb game plan 15 minutes before the game, admittedly. But for beyond that, I'm watching a guy that just looks burnt out in a way. Like he's 6'5", guarding 7-footers every night,
Burnt out. He just
and
missed
he's
like
34.
fucking 2 months. Like,
He's 34 years old. It doesn't matter. He's playing. Like, okay, so then okay, if you want to pretend that this guy's
So
the
so
best shape
Dre,
of
you
his
want to
life
give him like a
at
night
30,
off or something? Like just give him like a maintenance
Well,
day.
you're
Yeah,
gonna get 2 nights
yeah,
off.
maybe a night off.
You're
Bro, he
about to
was
get 2 nights
suspended for
off.
He
how many
might.
games? He had enough
burnt
breaks.
out. Like,
Yeah,
he
no,
missed like
Also,
half the
facts on
fucking
that.
because we
Facts on
season.
that.
came
Like,
into our first Spurs game
Okay, I'm
complacent,
I
just
mean, with
saying,
Dre,
like
that's
we
you
had
want
to
to run
play
him into
one
the
about
side
this
of
ground.
the
one.
Like,
court. Yeah, it's
yeah,
Dre,
both.
but you
hold on,
guys,
listen,
hold on,
I
hold on,
agree with Dre, but I
hold on,
also
hold on, hold
agree
on, hold
with
on,
Urkel that he don't need no
hold
more
on,
rest.
hold on, hold on 1 second. So let me look at this Draymond thing. So
I'm look.
this season,
Yeah,
Draymond is playing 26.5 minutes, and he's played 39 games, 40 games after
okay.
tonight. How much,
We
like,
do this thing,
he
bro. We
can't
do
play
this
the
all the
four
time.
because he can't shoot,
You
right?
list
So
the
where the hell are we going to play him then?
you you list the numbers.
It's not
Okay, but
it's
here's the
not it's
thing.
not a
First,
physical thing with Draymond. It's Steph's not playing
You
because
think it's mental?
it could be that, but
it,
definitely
it could be
mental.
that. But I think he's,
this is the
But he
Bro,
same
was, but he
pattern.
looked
I
like he
think it's
was doing this when Steph was here. So
Not
what's
like
Well,
the?
hold
this.
on, hold on. To be fair, Dre, I remember you said that. I don't know if it's when you said when Draymond goes to the five, he looks like he's older.
listen, man. Hold on, hold on,
he looks
Yeah,
hold
old,
because
on,
man.
he's
I'm just
bashing
saying he looks
bodies.
hold
old
on,
Why
out
do you
there.
think AD doesn't like playing
hold
the
on.
five? Because you just get
Braun
exhausted.
spends $2 million a year on his body, right?
Oh, come
Ain't
on,
no other
bro.
player doing that
Braun
other
spends
that's not
two
named
million
Steph
dollars a
Curry.
year on his body, man. Come on, man.
Balco.
Wait. Let me
Come
let me
on,
let me
bro.
make a let me make a very let me make a
Go
very
hit up
nuanced
Braun, bro.
point here. It's not about the minutes he plays. He can play 25, 30
How's
minutes a
Braun
game. It doesn't
catching
matter.
strays, man? Leave Braun, man.
It's not about hold on. It's not even forget all that. It's not about the minutes. You're saying you're saying 26, 27 minutes a night. It doesn't matter. It's the intensity of those
He's
minutes.
banging bodies with
The
all these big guys,
intensity.
bro.
You can play 40 minutes and you can be lazy. And those 40 minutes are really like 25 minutes because you're not actually engaged and tapped into every possession. But you can play 25 or 30 minutes and play hard every second of those minutes. That's what Draymond is doing. He's playing hard. Bro, I'm telling you, watch the film. Like, I'm not just saying this out of like I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just telling you what I think. And I have evidence. Like I literally have film evidence to show you that like the dude is laboring up the court. He's 6'5", he's 34 years old. At some point he's gonna break down. And Trace has actually kind of saved him a bit. Because if we didn't have Trace, I don't know what
We
the
would have,
fuck we
yeah,
do. I
yeah.
really don't.
Would be so bad.
Tonight he had 5 points, 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from three, like 5 turnovers, played
Bro, Dre,
28
he's
minutes.
fouled out
He
again.
looked
When is the last?
Would you
When was
say? Oh,
like
my bad,
fouled
my
Dray?
out.
bad. Go ahead, Rose.
Like
Go ahead.
Draymond's been fouling out like a lot recently, like more
Yeah,
than
like
usual
Oh,
this
that's what I
season.
was gonna ask
Yo, okay,
about.
you know what
so
you
you're
foul out, right? You know what happens when you foul out, right? You know why you foul? You know why you
because you don't
foul,
want to
Fatigue.
be
right?
in the game. Because you don't want to be in the game.
No, because you're out of position. When you only foul when you're out of position. And if you're out of position, there's only like a few reasons. Either because you don't know how to get into position, or you're too tired to get into position, or you're late.
Yeah, but
And some of that has to do with
but these
everyone
Oh,
else
last
too,
two
right?
no
28
no
Because you
minutes
could
these
argue
tonight,
last
perimeter.
bro.
no
Oh my
Dre
god.
yeah Dre
How many
these
minutes
last
are
two
we supposed to
games
play him then?
It's not about minutes. It's about the intensity of those minutes. I think you need to play. You may have to play Trace at the five, and when Steph comes back, I think
Space
that's something you got to
Space. What
consider.
he's trying to say is
Trace
that
at
bro,
the five and we play Draymond at the four?
When
You
Steph
you
comes
literally
back,
said yesterday. Hold on, Urkel. You literally said yesterday that Steph and Clay on the court with Draymond and Trace would work, which
what
I
we
think it
do.
would work too
So
because
who's bounced out
because
of the
they would
starting
open it
lineup
up.
now?
probably AK.
Pods,
The starting lineups could be it'll be
Well,
Steph,
one of
Clay,
JK or
Wiggins.
Wiggins is going to
Probably
be
JK or
bounced out of
JK.
the
Pods.
Yeah.
lineup
Yes.
then.
Man, slap that.
It
Hey,
should be considered.
hey,
It should be considered.
slap his ass at fucking center, right? If he dies, he dies. Fuck out of here, dog. Hell are we doing,
I
man?
Yo,
will say
listen.
though,
If
I
he
mean,
dies, he dies. Shit, like,
You see how he?
the
Okay, but then
come
hold
combination.
on.
on,
If you
man.
if
He
you look at
shouldn't.
the
He can't play
combination
the four,
from
Okay,
bro.
Drago
if you
Green.
You
Yeah,
see,
go ahead,
you
bro.
see how with certain players, there's a tone for certain players, and then with other players, there's
Yo,
not
let
the
me
same
tell you
tone.
something,
Okay, if he
bro.
dies,
You
he
see
dies.
this nigga right here? It's cool and all, but he fucking damn near. The reason why we're in this spot is because of him. Don't think I did not forget that shit, bro. So the reason why we're in this spot is literally because of him. If he dies, bro. Stick him at center.
That's
Irk,
not
Irk,
okay.
your friend Giselle keeps telling me
That's
every day not to trust Draymond. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro.
She's
You
always
guys
telling me don't trust
relax,
Draymond.
man. Let's just move on, man.
28
Move on
minutes a
to
game.
another
No, no,
subject.
he's playing
Hey,
26 and a half minutes a game. 26 and a half minutes a game. 26 and a half minutes a game. He can't play. Trust me, I would love for him to play power forward. But guess what? He can't. Do you know why? Because there's no spacing on the. So now, sure, you can play him and you can play Trace together and all of that. Trace is a lob threat. It probably would be way better than playing Looney. But guess what? There's still going to be a spacing issue. They're
But
still going to play off of him.
So you don't believe in being a shooter on the
it's not
perimeter?
Not with
about the
Steph and Clay
minutes.
on the
Hold
I
floor.
on,
don't
hold
What?
on.
believe with
I'm gonna
him
repeat
being a
myself.
shooter. No, bro. I don't think that's real.
It's not about the it's not about the minutes. It's about the intensity of those minutes. You got to watch the film. I don't like you watch the games. You see him battling every night against 2-3 bodies down low, trying to box out, trying to
Yeah.
grab rebounds, trying to tip rebounds. I'm
He's
telling you, it's
struggling.
the
He's
intensity of the
struggling.
Well,
minutes.
you know
Yeah,
what, Dre? His minutes are gonna go down a little bit, right? So he could be ready for the playoffs because Trace is gonna eat in some of those minutes.
And
I
get
don't think
more
Trace is gonna
minutes.
start anytime soon, right? Right now, as it stands, once Steph comes back, right, it's gonna be Draymond. Trace is gonna come in. I think Trace has solidified himself at this point, as I hope, into the rotation. So this is literally Trace
Dre, let me tell you something about
first
Draymond,
time
bro.
being having a foothold in the rotation. Yes, he
Draymond,
started before,
Hold,
but
hold
this is
on.
what
Wait.
Draymond.
he's
You see the
Shadow.
been
shit that
prepping
hold
Bro,
on,
for
hold
wait,
on.
all
are we?
year.
You see the shit that Draymond just put us through? He should be fucking cleaning your bathroom, bro. Like straight up. He should have his rubber gloves out on his knees cleaning your fucking toilet. That's the shit that he just put us through, bro. So I'm not trying to fucking hear that shit. Like, no, no, no. No more concessions, bro. No, 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 no. You
What
fucking cost us the
concessions?
season.
What can?
Literally, bro. Like,
So are we trying to win or are we trying to
no,
prove a
no, no,
point?
no, 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 no. The best spot for him to be in is at center, right? I don't know how much more they can that they can lower his minutes, bro.
The best spot?
There is a shooting problem. There's a spacing problem with him out there. So if
Well,
you want to
maybe they
start,
should have addressed that at the
bro.
deadline. Maybe they should have addressed that at the fucking deadline then, because I've
So
been,
so
bro.
so
I'm
so
I'm telling
so
you,
who
at
should
the
we have
five,
traded away?
at
Did
the
you want to trade away Kaminga?
forget all that, forget all
Is
that. I'm not
Kaminga the
gonna go
player that
down.
you
That's
wanted to trade away?
if it may. Oh yeah. If you could get Markkinen, 100%, I would do that. Yeah. But whether it's realistic or not, that may
Draymond
not
will
be the
probably
case.
still play the
We'll,
five,
we'll
My
see.
bro.
favorite part,
That may not
my
that
favorite
may not be
part
the
is
case.
when they played Utah and they sun Markkinen, bro. Like that was so gratifying for me.
You know what, Oracle? You know
That
what
was
my favorite
really
part is?
gratifying.
When we guess what? When we sunned Kevin Durant, and then Kevin Durant came here, and we won 2 championships after that. That's my favorite part too. We sunned
So
KD, and
now
then he came
Dre,
here.
marketing and
See, that's such a.
so now
Dre,
marketing and KD are the same
Dre,
Okay,
person.
yeah. So
Dre,
look
Urkel,
at the numbers, right?
Dre,
That's not good logic.
Urkel.
That's not good logic.
Dre, Urkel,
That's not good logic.
Dre, calm down. The thing is, the reason why there's contentiousness right here, it stems with Draymond. If Draymond was never, fighting people at the beginning of the season, we have 10 more wins and we'll be a fifth seed. That's all it comes down to. I don't even think it's,
It's not good logic,
but
man.
I
Not good
mean,
It's not
logic.
good logic.
it's not
Good
good
logic
logic. It's
is
very
good
that simple.
logic is wanting two non-spacers out there in the front court again. And then
You literally
we will
said
say the
you were the
thing.
one that
We will
said.
say the thing. Like Steph is 37 years old at this point. How can you put him out there with a non-spacing front court?
You said that. You literally said that. You said that yesterday. You said you can put Trace and Dre out there
Steph
as
can
long as
make it
Steph and Clay are
work.
out there.
Steph can make it work, but why are you going to make him work more? Why are you going to make him
But
work
okay, but
more?
Irk, that's the same
Nigga,
argument about
fall in
Draymond at
line,
the
bro. Go
five,
play
though.
center. Shit.
Wait,
That's your best
That's
spot
the
at
space,
this
same.
space,
point.
That's the same
Because
space.
guess
argument
How
with
did
what?
you
Draymond at the
how did you
five, though.
feel tonight seeing when the Spurs with Zach Collins and Wemby's kind of going at Draymond? Did you like him down there at the five?
Bro, if he dies, dog. I don't know
Because
what to tell you. That's
yeah,
his spot.
because
Wait.
he
That's his
that really
spot,
Why
kind of
are we
got
bro.
him in
trying to
foul
prove a
trouble.
point,
That got
bro?
him in foul
That's
trouble a
his
lot.
spot.
Yeah, but he
That's
does
his
also
spot at this point.
just does a lot of dumb fouls. Like
Nah,
So
that
because
last
if you
foul
were
was
so
actually
you know
watching the
what,
I
game,
bro?
don't know.
You know
a lot
what?
of the
If he's
fouls were
struggling at
because other
center,
guys were missing
take him
assignments
off.
too.
Hmm
Take him off and put TJD in. You're not going to fucking compound the issue with the spacing and putting him and TJD out there. TJD is not
No,
the
not
problem.
now. I didn't say
And I
now.
want y'all to
I
understand
said when
something.
Steph comes
TJD is
back.
not the problem. Draymond is the
When
problem.
Steph comes
He
back.
should be able to shoot the fucking
When
ball, bro.
Steph
Everybody in the league can shoot the ball. Everybody in the
when
league can
Steph
shoot
comes
the ball.
back. That's my point. When Steph comes back,
Come on, man.
it's something to consider. To consider,
So
you
are
should
we
consider
gonna?
it.
Yeah,
Who
especially
are we gonna
if y'all
sit? Are we gonna
clamoring for
sit
Clay in
Kaminga
the
now, who's
starting
been
lineup.
playing his ass off? Is Kaminga the guy that we're gonna sit?
Has he? Defensively, I don't think he has defensively. Maybe offensively, and
He
he's
hasn't. Yeah,
So
yeah.
now we're gonna sit
we
Kaminga.
have to look
So
at
Dre,
Now we're
what do
gonna
you
sit
think
Kaminga
about
now.
you. This sounds like an agenda against Draymond instead
This
of him
no
trying
no
to
no no.
improve the
This is
team.
not
We're
an
trying to
agenda.
improve
I
the
just
team.
don't think Draymond can play the four. What agenda? This is not an agenda
No,
thing.
no,
No,
well,
no, no. This
but
is
you were
so
the one
not
that
an agenda thing. This is a thing.
you just said
This is a
yesterday
thing.
that
This is a
Trace and
thing
Dre
of
could be
him
on the
not
court
playing
at
the
the same
four.
time
So you
as
want
Clay
Steph to play in
and
a
Steph.
fucking
You
phone
said
booth
that,
now.
not me. You already said
So you
that.
want
I
Steph
didn't
to
have
play
to
in a
say it. You
phone
said
booth.
that yesterday.
I
Wait,
don't want
so
Steph to
no.
No,
play in a
you
phone
said
booth.
that.
How's he
You
playing
said
on
it
the
would
phone
work.
booth if Clay is on the floor too?
You
Because
said it
y'all
would
are saying
work.
Clay, Steph,
Well,
Draymond,
it sounds like
and
I
TJD,
think I
right?
think I think. Let me know if I'm wrong here.
It'll be worse for Kaminga than Steph.
Space feels more Draymond, Kaminga, Wiggins, and I think Dre is more on TJD, Draymond, and Kaminga. Am I wrong, Dre?
So tell me who we're sitting if
No, I don't
Draymond
want Kuminga out there.
if Draymond is at the four.
You
So
do.
then,
You bring out.
okay, all right, hold on. So Dre, you would rather have TJD, Wiggins, Clay, and who else instead of you? Because you said you don't want.
Steph,
Steph, Clay, Wiggs,
Steph,
Draymond, and TJD.
Clay, Wiggins, Draymond,
Yes,
But
exactly,
TJD. I think
but
that
exactly.
do you
works.
bring Kaminga off as like the Clay replacement for the scoring? Because he's gonna get those
Yeah,
shots
yeah,
off the
yeah.
bench.
That's fine. That
Because I was
works.
gonna
That
say you
works.
could
But
if you
I'm not saying.
no you
So wait,
Go ahead.
so
oh
Dre,
no
you don't like the thought of Draymond, Kaminga, Wiggins going in that order, five,
It's
four,
not the
three.
thought. It's not the thought. I think you can do different combinations.
exactly and try
I
to
don't know why we have to pigeonhole Draymond at the five every game. Why don't we just disperse the minutes more? Because I'm seeing him. He looks like he's struggling. Are we trying to win or are we trying to prove a
yeah
point?
Also,
Do you
but
want him worn out by
all
the
dudes don't
playoffs?
have to be starting. Dudes can be lined up
Bro,
some
let me
in
tell you
some
something.
point during the game.
Steph is my priority, buddy. And I am so
No. If
sick and
Steph's your
tired of
priority,
Steph.
then you should want Draymond
I
to
am
be
so
good
sick
for the
and tired of
playoffs and
Steph
fully
playing in a
healthy.
phone booth.
What?
Draymond, play the center, bro. That's who you are at this point. Putting him at
Defense matters
putting
too.
him at the power forward with another dude that can't score and that can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you tell me that you can give the ball to Trace, right? And Trace is dynamic on offense, I'll shut the fuck up. But he's not.
But Eric, it doesn't matter if you have Steph
Trace
and
can score, he
Clay
can't shoot.
as the shooters, man. Like
in
the
Wiggs
two best
It
if you
doesn't
start
players.
him at the
matter.
What
three.
year are
What
we
are we
in?
saying right now, bro? Every other position in the league has somebody dynamic at the four. Every single one, bro.
Not Evan Mobley.
I see what's happening. So yeah, I think more so Dre's just leaning more with TJD
Why
at
is
five,
Jim?
Draymond,
Where
Kaminga,
the
and
fuck did
Space
Jim
is
Park
more
go?
I'm
Draymond,
not even
Kaminga,
Why
leaning
is
Wiggins.
that.
Jim?
I'm not even
Why
leaning.
is Jim talking about Otto Porter every single day? Why is Jim talking about
Shout
Otto
out to
Porter?
Otto though.
No,
Happy
no, no.
retirement, guys.
You're. That's not my point.
Jim
My
is
point
talking
is
about Otto Porter. Do you know why? Because he's a four that can space the floor. You know what I'm saying? So again, like you put somebody at
that
the
has nothing to do
four,
with my
you
point.
put somebody at the four that can shoot the ball. Guess what's going to happen? Right? Steph is going to
That has
cook,
nothing to do with
bro.
my point.
I want Steph to cook, and I want somebody. This is why Otto was such a revelation, bro. This is why he was such a revelation.
Yes,
So
yes,
We
I
just
I am
don't
agree.
not
got
I
that though,
agree.
saying
I
bro. We
wanted
don't
Otto.
have
right.
that. That's
So
it.
so I think we're beyond the point where we can have Looney at the five and Draymond at the four.
You
Right?
want Looney in?
Hear me out. Right?
No, he's not
And
saying
and
that.
and TJD, right? TJD, while he's more dynamic and he can finish around the basket better than Looney can, guess what? I don't really want to see it like that. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why Kerr is gave Looney so much leeway is for that reason. So he tried it out the other night, bro, and I did not like it. Now, can you try it out while Steph is there and when they go to an all defensive lineup? But starting a playoff game like that, we, we will see, bro.
No, no, I didn't say that. When did I say that? I never said that. I said start Dre. Yeah, you should start Dre at the five in the playoffs. You want Dre to play the five for 30 minutes for the rest of the
Bro, he's
way. I
not
think
even
that's
playing
silly.
30
Bro,
minutes right now. He's not playing 30 minutes right now.
It,
He's playing
it doesn't
under
matter.
he's playing under 30 minutes a game. So I'm like,
but
actually,
Dre,
how
So
actually
where do
how
you
no.
many
want
minutes
his
do we
minutes
There
want
have
him
going?
to
been games.
play?
So where do you want
He's
his minutes
basically been
average to
playing
be
30
at?
minutes.
So what I'm saying, guys, is it's not possible for Trace to come off the bench but play 20 to 25 minutes. Is that possible?
It is. It should be.
Yeah,
He
I
put that in
think
the
you
closet.
play
it should have been that.
Draymond 4 minutes in the first quarter, bring in Trace, bring Draymond in the second quarter, right? Bring in Trace. The third quarter, you have Trace play a little bit of minutes. You have Draymond finishing off. You start with Trace and then you end or close with Draymond. You
It
stagger the
I don't.
sounds
I
minutes.
don't
like
like
But
them
if he,
being
but okay,
100.
but
You
if you're
don't have to 100% stagger
that
them though.
that
They're
but
like
if
they
Trace is
work
playing
together
20
defensively.
minutes, then that means the rest of the 28 minutes, because you're splitting the 48 minutes at center. The rest of the 28 minutes has to go to Draymond then.
ooh.
No. Sometimes we don't play with no like. No, you can stagger that out. It doesn't mean like Draymond has to play
In the
28
playoffs,
minutes,
I'm talking
but in
about
the
tonight.
playoffs,
Also,
Draymond's gonna
Steve
play the
Kerr
five.
shouldn't be a
Like it
robot,
doesn't
man.
matter what
Play
Trace
Whatever's working
Draymond
does.
is
needs to.
working.
Draymond should play the 5. Draymond should play the 5 in the playoffs. But we got to get there first, okay? And I'm saying we should consider playing Trace at the 5 next to him when Steph comes back. Because if you think this dude is a robot and at freaking at 34 years old, play these not just 20, you say minutes. It's not about the
Bro,
minutes. It's about the intensity of those minutes. The
Let me tell you
intensity of those
something,
minutes
bro. It's
are
gonna get
very,
even
very
more.
high.
It's
So
gonna
would it
get even
be
more intense in the
Clay would
playoffs.
be back in the starting lineup then?
Yeah, that's fine. Playoffs are
Yes.
Yeah,
different
he
though.
should. He should
Playoffs,
be.
playoffs, I'll live with that.
you gotta get there
Playoffs, we
first,
got to
That's the
see
bro.
only
that.
way it
Which
But
works. That's the only
but
way it
but why are
works.
we not? Why do we have to
But
alleviate?
I'm gonna
But
be
why do we
honest
have to?
with you
Why can't we
guys.
alleviate
Don't
some
get
of
me
that
wrong.
pressure?
I think Trace and Steph can play with each other,
bro,
but the
one
magic
minute,
is Steph and Trace and CP. Like
one
Steph
minute,
is not
And
doing
Clay,
what
and
CP
Clay, and
does.
Clay.
one minute I'm hearing
Clay
that,
is.
we should scrap the off ball shit. We should do this, we should do that, right?
Not me.
The next minute we want Draymond and Trace out there. Let me tell you something, bro. You see if Draymond and Trace is out there, Steph is back to being a fucking Ethiopian, bro. He's back to being a fucking Ethiopian. He's back to being a fucking Kenyan, bro. You
Oh
want him
man.
you want him to run all over fucking Mogadishu, bro? Come on, bro. No, I don't want that.
But
Wait,
I'll
that's
be the
why
last
he's
one to
that
out
do
Well
that
there
for
then,
with.
fun,
the
bro.
But that's why
the
he's out
you're
with
looking.
there with
oh my bad.
JT. My
You
bad. You know what? My
you
bad.
think
Shout out
Steph
to
by
Nairobi.
himself. Steph by himself, it's not. That doesn't win you anything. You need defense and you need perimeter defense around him as
Mhm.
well. You need what we've seen tons of teams with one player who can drop 30. But the teams that win are the teams that have that player that can drop 30, be clutch, but also in the meantime get stops. And like we got to be able to get stops tonight. The last 3 games, Draymond's looked flat. So why don't we try Trace at the 5 when Steph comes back, so Steph can drop his 30? I don't care if he's on or off the ball. By the way, Steph wants to play off the ball. He wants to some
Yeah.
extent.
Also to
So
your point, well, let me know because I can't really remember. But in the third quarter, when we made that comeback, it was like 21-4 run or whatever. Wasn't that lineup TJD, Draymond, and Kaminga? Wasn't TJ or was it TJD, Kaminga, Wiggins? I don't think Wiggins played that much. So that run with TJD and Kaminga or TJD and Draymond, that was pretty powerful at TJD at the 5. That played a huge impact with us coming back.
you realize maximizing Draymond is maximizing Steph, right? You do realize that, right?
I am not sure because I literally beg for this dude to shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball for like, I don't know, since 2018, right? I heard it that it was his hip and all of this stuff. All of a sudden, I don't know, what is this? 6 years later, he finally started to shoot the ball. That used to annihilate our offense. You know what I'm saying? It used to absolutely kill our offense. Now, sure, play TJD, play Steph, but are you positive that in a playoff series, this is a man that they took off?
No, I'm not talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about getting there. I'm not talking about
Yeah,
the
bro. We
playoffs. I
gotta
already
get
But
said
in the
that.
but
playoffs
see that
first.
that's
I
why
get it.
These
that's
are
why I brought
playoff
up.
games that hold on. These are playoff games. So we have a game coming up. What is that? On Saturday? Let me tell you something, bro. The Lakers are going to like Bron is going to treat that like the playing game, right?
I never said you
Right.
were on
So
against the
so these
Lakers.
games are going to be essentially playoff games from here on out. Y'all see how tight this shit is? From eight
But
Oh,
eight
but
to
really?
but
ten.
Well,
see
especially
It's
with the
really
next
that's
game
tight, bro.
coming up. Forget
So
the Lakers
that
game.
I
Let's
don't
but
know
look
but
at
what
the
to
real
next
do,
quick,
game coming
man.
up.
Urkel, wait.
Yeah,
I have a
I've been the
question.
one
Urkel,
fucking
you
that's
don't
why I
saying.
brought
think
up.
So I already know that.
Kerr
What I'm
said
saying is, I'm
Steph's
not
not
saying
playing on Wednesday,
experiment.
bro.
Yeah. I know. I saw that. It's fine. He'll probably be back versus the Lakers. I'm not saying do it against the Mavs or the
Yeah.
Lakers. I'm saying you should just try it at some point. You should at some point you can
But
Yeah,
try it,
so
right?
see
Steve,
that's why
Rehabilitate.
I brought up tonight. If you look at tonight, that third quarter run when we made that comeback, if TJD did not come back in at the 5, we probably would have lost this game tonight, right? Am I wrong?
did you say TJD at the
No,
You
5?
know,
you're completely right.
Yeah, TJD at the 5.
Yes, TJD at the 5. Was Draymond out there?
yes, that's what I've been saying. No, he was actually for a stretch. He was in the fourth. He
Okay.
was, yeah. But it's fine. It doesn't matter about that. But I don't care about that. I'm not trying to prove a point. What I'm trying to consider. It's about consideration. Consider playing that lineup throughout the rest of the season, not for every game, but for some games, because I don't want Draymond playing crazy minutes against not even crazy minutes, crazy intense minutes, because it's not about the minutes, it's about the intensity of those minutes against these bigs when it's
bring his
unnecessary,
body,
especially
bro.
against these
Bring,
bad teams.
What he's saying is that since we can't directly rest him, we have to do something in order to preserve him for the
One more
playoffs. And
Ross
so
Clark.
what else do
but
Rest.
you
bro,
what else
cause
do you
bring,
propose then?
bro, bring
Urkel,
his
wait,
body.
Urkel, wait.
Rest.
Before
I
you
said we
get on
can't
here,
rest him.
bro.
I said can't,
Urkel,
cannot.
don't you think a lineup of Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and TJD would help with the spacing, even though front court isn't too like really well. I don't know how well Draymond on shooter is, especially when it's
Bro, I don't know
needed.
why people keep
Do
underplaying that.
you
If
do
Wiggins
any of
plays
you
like if
trust
hold
Draymond
on, hold on.
shooting this season
If
though?
I do, but
if
a
Bro,
lot of people don't.
he gets
forget all that.
I
I
Forget all that.
do.
mean,
Hold on.
how many
There's
games
actually a
has it
simple key
been
to
and
this,
he's
right?
still shooting
There's a
that
simple key
percentage?
to this, right? If
But is
Wiggins
it
hits shots like
sustainable?
he did tonight,
bro. It's
if
been
Wiggins hits
I think
shots,
it is.
it works.
Hold on,
40 games.
guys. Let Dre speak, man. He's trying to make a point.
If Wiggins hits shots, it works. Honestly, it works.
Mm.
We saw it like last year as well. And I'm not saying we have to start that lineup. I'm saying Wiggins played well tonight. He hit shots. He does that. That lineup works 100%. It doesn't matter because Draymond doesn't need to hit shots, and neither we saw Looney last year. He was a non-factor, and Trace is a far superior player than Looney is on both ends. And so all I'm saying is, Wiggins, if we can get Wiggins right, which seems tonight was a step in that direction, um, it's gonna work. And now, am I advocating for that to be this lineup of the future? No, I'm just saying. In the meantime, that's a lineup that first of all we have to know if that lineup works. First of all, because in the playoffs, I don't want to be trying that shit for the first fucking time, middle of the third quarter in like a game two. Like that doesn't make sense. So we got to try different shit out. When Steph comes back, I want to see some of these different combinations. I'm not saying experiment, but like you got to try different things throughout the flow of the game. If it doesn't make sense to do it against the Lakers, then don't do it against the Lakers. If it doesn't make sense to do it against
So
the Mavs or
Dre,
whatever team we play, don't do it either. But maybe you're playing the Pacers, right? And maybe you want to have Trace out there for some size. Maybe it makes sense to do it in that game. Then try it out. Pick a game, figure out the right matchup, figure out the flow of the game, and make that adjustment, right? Why we shouldn't be shutting down different options because when the playoffs come around, do you know why teams are going to figure us out to some extent? Is because Dre at the 5 is predictable. Teams are playing him for the pass more than the shot. And if that shot isn't falling in the playoffs, good fucking luck with that. So you
Dre,
need to have different
what
options.
lineup do you feel is ideal going into the playoffs? What is your ideal lineup?
It's Steph, Clay, Wiggs, J.K.
Got it.
Dre.
Got it.
If Clay's playing the way he is now, assuming, which I
And I'm
He'll
think he
be
not
will.
fine.
sure, bro.
That's
I'm
fair.
not sure.
I'd rather Moody, but all right.
No,
Moody?
Let's not get crazy, bro. He's Clay
Y'all
Thompson.
said it.
Moody. You know,
Y'all said
Moody, the thing with Moody is this, right? In a pinch, he can give you starting level play, but the dude is limited, man.
You got to
Court
play your
vision.
best five to start in a playoff series, but you just have to.
And I
You
don't
have
know
to play
what's
your
going
best
on.
Yeah,
five.
I agree.
Defenses,
Bro,
I know we
Moody's
kill Clay and
shooting.
all of that stuff, but guess what? Defenses still jump at him. You know what I'm saying? Two people still jump at him. So,
Clay's been great, man.
yeah.
Clay's been
Sure,
great.
but you're forgetting that we need to be able to maintain that scoring in the second unit. And so like
Yeah,
CP3, Trace
stagger
is
him.
in the
It's
Well,
fine.
second
that's how you
unit,
stagger
therefore
Yeah,
rotations.
stagger him.
Then that's on Kerr
Yeah,
to
stagger
do
him.
that.
J.K. should be the spark plug in the playoffs,
How,
not Clay.
how did y'all? Well, then, okay. So based off the lineups today, because I know we put Kerr in the hot seat from last game. How do y'all feel about Steve Kerr's overall performance coaching with the lineups today?
you don't get praise for doing what you should have did last game.
Second half was
Exactly,
great.
man.
First half was putrid.
Y'all, y'all giving
Yeah, you
praise
know,
for a
I'll be
nigga
honest.
to open eggs and
Kerr
fry
coached
them,
this
bro.
game.
No, because the only
Tell
reason why
Chris
I
to.
asked is because it seems like it feels like he's got it figured out and like, okay, we got it. We'll go into the next game and then just go into something completely different. So it's like it's almost kind of
I'm not
unpredictable with
even
him.
joking
Why
when I
does
say
Okay,
when
why
I
do
let's
you
say
have to
let's
this.
take
speak
an
about the
L
hold
for
on,
you to
hold on,
We
actually
get
do something
complacent.
hold on, guys. Let's speak about the next game. Dallas. What are we thinking? Like, we're on to the next game.
Do
We're
we go
playing
to the same
Dallas.
spot?
It's a huge game. We play them three
Kurt
times.
coach this game.
This is like we have aspirations to jump out of the play-in. I personally feel we have to win all three Dallas games, and then I'm 99.9% positive we're at least a 6 seed. So, what do you guys think the lineup should be, or anything like that? Let's just move on to that
Steph's
game.
not gonna
Let's
be
be
there, so what do we
progressive.
do?
What's
Did
up?
any?
Steph's
Did
not
You
gonna be
run
there.
the same lineup that you did run today because it's your
Exactly.
best lineup
And
to
then you have
start.
Wiggins, and you have Wiggins on Luca,
Oh, the
and
Suns won again. Oh shit. Okay,
yeah,
so
See
they
that and
won.
that's why
Who did the
Rose, to
Suns
your
play?
Rose, what you just said, Rose, is what I'm afraid of. Because Shadow, to your question, that's why I brought up the Steve Kerr thing, is because knowing how well we did tonight, and even with the lineups, I'm afraid going into the Mavs, Kerr will just pull some random shit out of nowhere. So hopefully, what he did tonight, do the same exact thing with Clay and Wiggins starting,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm not mad at TJD starting at the five, but it's most likely going to be Wiggins, Draymond, and Kaminga.
Needs
Well,
to be
who's
with.
Dallas starting besides Luka and Kyrie?
Hold on 1 second.
Don't.
Let's bring this to playback. So playback.tv/space gang. The Boston game is going on, but I don't think I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna look at some press conference stuff. So let's head over to playback and continue over there. Again, playback.tv/space gang.